Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. First off, before we get into the topic of today's video, I want to personally say thank you to everyone who has been so supportive through phone calls, emails, text messages in reference to the launching of my store that is at www.motivation2elevation.com. That's motivation, the number 2, elevation, all one word.com. And for the support, the love, the prayers, the shout outs, etc. Thank you so much. And if you haven't got your apparel, you can get your apparel there and help support the Motivation to Elevation movement. Thank you so much. It's been a dream. It's been a dream come true. It's been a dream that's been over a year in the making, and it finally came together, pulled the trigger, and it is taking off, and it's already been impacting people, not only here in St. Louis, but in Texas, in New York, in Kansas. I've never been to New York. I've only been through Kansas. I've only been in Texas once, and that was at the airport in Dallas. So to be able to impact people in those areas thus far is a privilege and an honor, and I'm humble. I'm grateful for it. Having said all that, I want to shoot this video and talk to you about how to free your mind. And I'm going to give you a couple things to remember in order to free your mind, because there are many times where our mind can just run to the point where it affects our well-being, it affects our sleep, it affects everything around us. And so I want to share with you some things to remember when your mind is running and how to free your mind. First off, what you must remember is that our story, our lives are a book, and no book is one chapter long, right? Think about this. No one chapter tells the whole story. No mistake that you will undoubtedly make in your life defines who you are. No mistake. What you need to do is keep turning the pages that need to be turned. Because as long as you have breath in your body, you still have an opportunity to write a new chapter. Put a period where a period needs to be instead of a comma. And when there needs to be a comma, add something to it. When there needs to be a period, put the period there and then turn the page and start writing the next chapter. Also, you must remember that it comes a point in time where you have to let go of everything from the past that no longer serves you. You have to. And we have to learn to just be grateful it brought you to where you are now. And where you are now is a new beginning. Think about it. This is August 1st. This is the 8th month of the year. And the number 8 represents new beginnings. What new beginnings do you need to embark on? Think about that. And that just dropped in my spirit because I wasn't even thinking about that when I thought about the fact that it's August. But August is the 8th month of the year, and 8 represents new beginnings. And then finally, we must realize that you just got to go for yours. What do I mean by that? We spend too much time waiting on the ideal path to appear. And the reality is it never does, because we forget that paths are made by walking, not waiting. What do you need to do that you keep waiting on? Why do you keep waiting when you've already got authorization to go forward? What are you waiting on that you already have the authority just from the fact that life and death is in the power of your tongue to speak into existence? You got to put some action behind it. You've been waiting long enough. You don't have that much time left. So you have to have a sense of urgency and know that you still have time to make your dreams become a reality. Prime example, I literally just got back from taking a longtime friend of mine and her fiance and their children to the airport. They're taking their children on a surprise vacation, first to Orlando and then out of the country to the Bahamas. They're not waiting. They're making dreams happen now. They're not waiting for the ideal path or the ideal time. When you want something bad enough, it should become like breathing. So what is it? What do you need to do? So I wanted to share that with you. I hope that it was of value to you. And if it was, feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to share this video. Remember, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Movement Motivator. If you have not done so, feel free to go visit www.motivation2elevation.com and get your apparel. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Peace.